it didn't say orange juice, but I'm sure that'd be fine. Something that's going to give
Orange juice will
you
work.
electrolytes or whatever. A lot of water. Just
I'm sure they didn't worry about electrolytes back then.
No, they didn't
Probably
even
didn't,
know.
probably didn't know what they were.
A light
Right,
bulb
exactly.
was, I don't think, but maybe. But so his theory is kind of blown out of the water now, and they say, yeah, drink lots of fluids for sure, absolutely, whether you're cold or you got a fever or whatever. Lots of fluids, but they say, eat. Don't eat a whole half gallon of ice cream or anything.
No, I've seen and heard that. That doesn't work. Blue teeth, blue knuckles, blue face. Looks like you just got done hanging out with Papa Smurf.
Yeah, it's
picking blueberries.
I'm working on it. I haven't had any today, so day at a time. But
I gotta say, when we talked on the phone earlier, I was giving you shout outs, props. The guy was eating my ice cream out of the container.
Yes, so you got to
while
do it.
Standing on the front porch.
That's my one piece of advice if you're in sober living or thinking about going to sober living. Eat your ice cream right out of the container. You ain't got no time to be messing with a bowl. I mean,
because you got to clean it. You got to put it in the sink and leave it there.
Well, some people will do that, yes, but you can just skirt the situation, and if you get the ice cream down far enough, and your spoon is little enough, just leave that some bitch in there. You'll get it next time.
Yeah, that's why I buy plasticware and I just leave stuff in there.
Yeah, just leave it in
there.
Then
you got to take it out. Then you got to take it out, let it thaw for a little bit, otherwise you break the spoon. Then you got to get your special spoon, which is not the same spoon as I used to use. Special spoon. It's my own spoon.
See, and it's a ritual, kind of the same, but not really. But it is. You can get
not at all
excited about the ice cream the same way. Like, I want to put it out. It's going to be here and it's going to be good. And God, I'm glad Corey taught me that that's a good idea to do that. Like I used to think that'd be
gonna happen
like a heathen, but then you realize, I'm living with heathens. Like, and if they want to eat my ice cream, well, they're gonna get my triple, double, quadruple dips, which you never know, Chris, could have been in my butt.
Speaking of things in the butt, this is my third cigarette during the podcast. You don't know how glorious this feels. Gotta just say that. And I'm pacing back and forth. If I was on the phone with Dr. Angel Face during our video thing, she tells me to sit still, sit down, because she feels like she's riding in a boat. She needs to take Dramamine during our little convos because, I constantly move. You're lucky that I can sit down and do a podcast when we're together, because if I don't, then I'm all over the place. The cord's not long enough for me to walk around. Oh, I had to get that out. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you got it out, man, and I'm glad that you were able to take the call and not hang up right away, because I'm still trying to iron out the bugs and the whole using the phone thing.
I was really concerned for a minute. I was going, "Hello, sprechen Sie Deutsch?" Trying to figure it out.
Like, who's this calling from Sheboygan?
Well, again, like I said, especially if it's a 269 number, I won't answer it.
Yeah, that's trouble.
That's the hometown.
Yeah.
A few faux pas there.
But at least you were able to pick it up and to be on. I mean, I know cutting into some Hulus, but yeah.
I got to say, Letterkenny is an excellent show. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Yeah, if I don't die tonight, I will.
Well, I mean,
eventually,
death is such a harsh word to say. You may feel a little ill. You may sweat. Yeah. You may not be able to pet your kitty. You may not be able to do the things you want to do, but you'll still be alive tomorrow. I'll put the Goss guarantee on that. You'll wake up tomorrow.
And since Marnie, I love her to death. That's my shout out. She came to take care of me, Chris, and she brought me medicine. And ever since, and I took that right before we started the podcast, like maybe 5 minutes. So it's starting to kind of loosen me up a little bit. The Rhea's not there. Not that kind of loosened me up. I just had a little quick bout of that.
God.
So I don't know. I'm gonna pray about it, and hopefully tomorrow when I wake up, I'll jump out of bed like a spry kitten, and I'll shoot down there to see you guys, and I'll keep you in the loop of how it's going. I mean, if I wake up and I don't know. We'll let Dr. Marnie figure it out.
What time will she be back? Later on in the evening?
No, she does.
First thing in the morning, right?
Yeah.
She'll be back first thing in the morning, right? So make sure she checks your temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure she gives you orange juice. Make sure if you have any other meds to take, make sure she gives them to you in a cup and hands them to you 6 feet away.
Well, I don't know how she can hand it to me 6 feet away. Like, I guess she can set it on the thing. I could roll over on her side of the bed and then roll back over. I don't know. If I got it, she's got it. But I think it's just the doo-doo. Because that's another thing. She's feeling fine. And if I would have it, she would have it, in my opinion. And
she would. She'd be feeling the effects. I got to go back in the garage. My hand's cold. But, yeah, if she'd probably be feeling the effects. She didn't eat the broccoli, did she?
Later, she did.
Oh boy!
But I ate the broccoli on the outside of the bunch.
Again, where the guy, where the person slipped, fell.
Oh yeah.
No, we don't want to say shoved. We want to say sat, heavily sat on it. Good grief! Very sexually referenced show today.
My mom taught me. Oh yeah, I'm sure I talked about the anal references. Or the anal experiences in my past on this show at one point, and if you are anti-anal, you will love to hear it. I don't know what episode it was, but there's like 200 of them, so good luck finding it. But once you find it, you'll be like, thank God I got a place for my boyfriend. Or girlfriend, whatever.
Well, there you go. I was going to say, I don't have a boyfriend, neither do you.
Yeah, take a strong stance on that. No bueno.
Getting boyfriends early in recovery? Getting boyfriends if you're a man in early recovery.
Yeah.
What?
I was just thinking of something, Chris. What do you think my mom would say? Like, okay, so if you go to the store and you buy anal beads, would it bother you to know that? God. I'm just saying, like, what would my mom say?
Quality control.
Would she say?
She would.
Corey, put those down.
Someone's butt.
Well, first of all, she probably shouldn't be there with me at the sex store.
Oh, good God, Mrs. Corey.
Butt.
Of course, there's quality control. It's quality control.
You got to test them out.
Jesus Christ.
I guess maybe that's why it's not my food. I don't know.
Well, if you put anal beads in your mouth, oh, God, I just put anal beads in your mouth. This went bad. Sorry. I can't even take that. I can't even take that back.
No, and I would let you. And, the fact that you would bring up something like that when we're having such a serious conversation really just kind of shows me the growth that you need to work on.
I got to go do some step work.
You need to grow a little bit bigger, Chris, a little longer in recovery, and that might happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back.
Today's a good day.
No, it is. And a lot of people could probably think we're not talking about recovery, but in fact, we really are. We haven't spoken in a few days, really. And it's good to check in with you, and it's good to check in with your friends. It's not good to be alone in recovery.
Not at all.
And there's a couple people I'm kind of worried about there at that house. And again, I can't do anything about it. There's nothing I can do. I try to provide hope and inspiration with my friends and with everybody, because if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Right. And, if I can do it, you can do it. A couple of those other guys at the house can do it. And as far as the reaching out, there's a place called I probably said it before, but I got people downstate reaching out to me, checking to see if I'm all right. Just, they know what's going on. They know we're not getting to meetings. They know we're not getting to our routine. Our routine's been just shot out of a cannon and thrown to the next county. And just for people that don't know you from Adam or whatever the hell the saying is them reaching out, thinking about you, just getting a random text from, I guess my shout out's going to the recovery center in Battle Creek. The people that work there, the things they've done for me, hands down. They told me that there's something possible out there that, they had, and that, I'm capable of getting it if I get my head out of my own butt. Reaching out, staying in contact. And I hold a house at the meeting called the Get Your Shit Together or Get Your Head Out of Your Ass meeting. Excuse my tooth. Sorry, that's the name of the meeting. So I can't remember the name of it because I've only held it once, but, I'm going to try and do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At first, I don't think you wanted to do that meeting because, first of all, nobody likes to do stuff they're told to do, clearly, Chris.
Right.
And, when you tell people, you got to do a meeting. No. I mean, dangle some fruit in front of my face and, make me chase the carrot, and make me want to do it. If they would have worded it like, hey, Chris, you want to change things and you want to run meetings how you want to run them, there you go, Sunday at 7. You would have signed right up.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're going to do that because you'd rather run a meeting than sit through somebody else's who you know is going to be horrible. My opinion, but that's just how I roll. But some of the guys, though, I am worried about. I can't do anything about it, but at the same time, I can look at them and see that maybe they're just not ready, and that happens. And I just hope that I'm not right, and I hope they don't die because I kind of like them. But when things are said, and I'm hearing things over here, over there, and it's like, come on, man, I can see it. I can see in their actions, like, if you have a commitment to something, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're not there. Or when you're looking over your shoulder, wondering what everybody else is doing, trying to get into that business instead of just focusing on your stuff, focusing on the task at hand. If somebody says, "Hey, do this," and you're like, "Well, so they're over there doing that." That's not what I don't care. That's not your job to worry about what's going on over there. Your job is to do this, and your job is to stay sober, and your job is to inspire people. And at the end of the day, if you can't do that, then good luck to you. But I try to keep it rolling, and I don't know. It's a difficult situation to be in. But...
Right. Tyrone and I were out the past couple of days walking, and there's another guy here in this town who runs sober houses, Mr. DeBeck. Great guy. He's done a lot of great things for this town. Well-known guy around this town. He said he's had 3 guys leave abruptly from his houses. Just not giving the notice, just up and leaving, saying, "Oh, I can't be around this. I can't be around." And first thing me and Tyrone looked at each other, I was like, "Oh man, that's not good." But they're solid in their recovery at this point. But that small little step, that little change in their routine, it's questionable. But I hope nothing but the best for everybody. We always do. Maybe they just got out while the getting was good, or they got out to go get some good. I don't know what their situation is, and like I said, I hope that they're doing fine. We actually reached out to one of the guys just to see how he was doing on our way back, and seemed to be solid. So.
And you were in that spot too, and so was I, where, man, these people are just stupid. I'm going to do it better. I'm going to drink the way I'm going to plan it out is so much better.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember there was an episode of Shameless where, what's his name? Do you watch Shameless?
No.
No, you should. It's good.
Anyway,
I want to say Flip. That's what it was. Flip.
Hulu doesn't have it.
That's too bad. They must suck.
Oh, geez. Just like Pandora.
Pandora sucks, too.
Okay. Flip.
I'm glad you got all suck apps. And we'll get to the apps that you need to have, Chris, in a little bit. But the Flip guy, or FIP. No, not FIP. That's beeping Illinois people. No. Lip. That's who it is, Lip. Everybody's like, come on, dude, get it right. It's because I'm sick, man. I got the doo-doo. But he goes through and he's going to give himself a coin. And then he's going to ration out his drinks for the day. And it works for a minute, Chris. And then it doesn't, because you get to that point where it's just gathering steam.
Your way can work for a little bit. My way worked for a little bit for a long time. But, a few other guys' ways and your way and, a couple other guys' ways helped me to find my own way. I took a little bit of this, took a little bit of that, put it in the pan, stirred it up. And, right now I'm cooking with charcoal right now. And not to say that some days I don't get burned or chapped or cooked a little over, but, as long as I don't, I guess get eaten raw. I was trying to figure out how I could spin that all together, but, this stuff wasn't, you didn't, the old sayings, you didn't get this way in a short period of time. It took a while. So the way to get right again, it's going to take even longer. Mm-hmm. So you got to take a little bit of inspiration, hope. And I've said that quite a few times tonight, but because it was also said in our meeting quite a lot, you got to take what this guy has, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and, find your own way, but not your own way, but put your own spin on it, but you can't do it your way. Cause like we said, my way, your way got us to where we are. And that got me living up in BC. And, doing a better thing today. So if it took all of those lumps, those rolls,